Aloha and welcome to the April 15th recording of the questions that were submitted into the group chat. Thank you all so much for being here today. I am traveling and I wanted to make sure that I came to you today with the answers to a bunch of the questions that were on the list. So we're going to get started. Go ahead and close your eyes. I'll tap in and we'll do a little breath practice to begin. I love to start with the heart breath in through 6 and 5, the sixth and fifth energy centers to 4. Allow that heart energy center to expand. As you release, exhale, the energy comes from the front of the fourth energy center, circles around to the back, enters in up through the spine up to 8, which is above 7. And we'll begin with the breath practice. It may lead into something additional in a breath practice. That's the case. Just go ahead and roll with it. If you're new to the channeling experience, or this is your first channeling session you're watching with me, just know that set your intention to do a little bit of breath with the blue healers right now and breathe in and out, and it'll all work out just fine. All right. Thanks again for being here. And go ahead and close your eyes. All right. As you focus on your natural breathing, scan your body from head to toe, noticing any inconsistencies in your energy field and in your physical body. So, looking for tension, looking for thoughts that might be chasing around in your head. Just getting a baseline of where you are right now. Hello and welcome. We will begin the heart breath on 3. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in through 6 and 5 to 4. Release and exhale from the front of 4 to the back of 4, around the arms and up to the top of the head and out to 8. Breathe in through 6 and 5 to 4. Release from front to back and up to 8. Breathe in through 6 and 5 to 4. Release from front to back and up to 8. Breathe in through 6 and 5 to 4. Release from front to back and up to 8. Breathe in through 6 and 5 to 3. Release from front to back and up to 8. Breathe in through 6 and 5 to 2. Release from front to back and up to 8. Breathe in through 6 and 5 to 1. Release from front to back and up to 8. Breathe in through 6 and 5 to 4, 3, 2, and 1 at the same time, expanding the energy centers wide. Release from front to back and up to 8. Breathe in through 6 and 5 to 5. Release from front to back and back to front and up to 8. Breathe in through 6 to 6, expanding the energy center wide. Release from front to back and up to 8. Breathe in through 6 and 5 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, expanding each energy center wide. Release from front to back and up to 8. Resume natural breathing. When you are ready, please open your eyes and begin with your first question.
This first question is from Derek. First, he says, "Thank you for all your love and support during this process, which has been inspiring for me and all of those in this incredible supporting community of love and healing." He would like to know, how can you inspire others afflicted with similar health challenges along their journey of healing back to wholeness and oneness?
We thank you for your wonderful question, Derek. Your affliction is in the state of emerging wellness. And there are others who are perhaps in a similar situation as the diagnosis for which you make this connection. Know that each individual has a diagnosis that may carry the same name, yet the experience each individual has may be vastly different, even if the symptoms appear to be similar. For you to help others with a similar situation, share your story of wellness, share your story of hope, and share your story of what it means to embrace the experience you have had with both the diagnosis and the symptoms. Allow your story to be an inspiration for others with the same diagnosis and with a diagnosis that might be completely different. Know that it is the vibrational frequency of your words that come from your evolution in healing that will be the healing that they will receive. In other words, the way you help is by sharing your story, and in that story is encoded the vibrational frequency of health and wellness, not only within you, but it will trigger a memory of wellness within those individuals who listen to what you have to say. Your story needs to be carried and sent to many, many individuals in your world, and this story needs to be released within 3 months' time, Know that your story will slowly release until it is a component that is a part of many, many lives across your planet. Your next question, please.
Derek Trujillo asks, what specific breathwork practices do you recommend for me, Jennifer, and others to help accelerate the healing process?
The breathwork practice that we used with you in your individual healing session, where Jennifer was also present, is a practice the two of you should do together, if she is willing to participate as well. Simply have someone play this recording for you, particularly the breath sequence as it was released to you, as that breath sequence is specific to the condition the two of you share. Doing this as often as possible would benefit not only you, but benefit Jennifer as well. Jennifer is in a place in her experience where she has yet to believe she will heal herself. Her condition is not as advanced, and she is in what we would call the early stages. The difficulty for Jennifer, the contrast for Jennifer, is in her belief system. She may say she believes in wellness, yet there are stepping stones in her past that are currently limiting her from living a path of complete and wellness and wholeness toward being alive. For Jennifer to focus on being alive at this time, alive in every experience she is having, alive in every moment of her day, that is something you, Derek, can teach her. That it is about being alive, connecting to being alive, releasing the tension around anything that is not in alignment with her being alive. Alive meaning vibrant, alive meaning loving, alive meaning loving toward herself and loving toward her condition. It is time for Jennifer to do what you have done, and perhaps you can show her the way. It is time for Jennifer to love her condition, to love the individual expressions in the symptoms that she has. She is afraid. She is very afraid. And in being afraid, it brings her back into a place of fight or flight where she is in survival. A human being, is not alive, is not vibrant when in survival. Instead, when a human is in survival, a human is dancing with death. That is because there is the perception while in survival that death has the possibility of winning the fight of survival. When anyone with any condition can alleviate themselves from the contrast or the battle with death, meaning the emergence from the need for any relationship to survival, that is when true healing will emerge. So, Derek, you have so beautifully learned to embrace who you are in your life, where you are in your life, the past that you have experienced, both in this lifetime and others, and the future that calls you to a greater purpose from this experience of the symptoms you have in the present. Jennifer can learn from this. Allow her the time to converse with you if she is willing. Your friendship and connection, your conversations, and your loving connection to yourself and to all things is what will assist her in liberating herself from the clutches of survival and the grip of the dance with death she is doing within herself. Love her, speak with her, meditate with her, and do breath practices with her, and you both will understand the connection to vibrancy, life, and love as the solutions to all challenges to do with illness, or, in another word, survival. Your next question, please.
Derek Trujillo asks, how does music that I love, as well as sound in general, help support healing for me, Jennifer, and others in this support group?
Music carries with it vibrational frequencies that can either assist in helping one connect to the heart and to love, or do the opposite. For humans, it is very important for each individual to understand which vibrational frequencies of sound. This also includes television or streaming information of any kind whatsoever, whether or not vibrational frequencies of experiences you are having that include an auditory component or a visual component, making sure that these vibrational frequencies bring coherence and love to you. For Jennifer, the vibrational frequencies of some conversations she is having with individuals are creating dissonance and a lack of coherence or love in her at this time. For Derek, you are understanding that there are particular types of music that assist you in feeling connected to joy and love and ecstatic dancing in your body. When you connect to these vibrational frequencies in the form of music, you are liberating yourself from other frequencies that may choose to express themselves in symptoms that are experiences you do not wish to have. So, this information is not only for the individuals for whom we are speaking, but also for all individuals. Ask yourselves, what information am I allowing into myself in a vibrational frequency that lowers the experience I actually wish to have? So notice these things in every moment. If conversations are not bringing you into love and connection, choose different conversations or eliminate conversations that lower the vibrational frequency to anything below love. Music, videos, podcasts, television, conversations, relationships, experiences all can either bring an individual into a state of high vibing or high vibrational connection. Focus all your efforts, particularly if you experience symptoms or have a diagnosis for which you may find you do not wish to experience the outcomes that may be associated with the diagnosis or experience. The time is now for you to empower yourself to make choices. What do I wish to listen to? What do I wish to experience? What do I wish to see? Make choices solely for yourself. And if you are choosing to have experiences based on what others want to do, and you are simply going along with that experience, walk away, move away, be away from experiences, sounds, visuals, relationships that do not invoke love and connection within you. So, in other words, engage only in relationships, sounds, experiences, and visuals that invoke love, connection, and higher vibrational frequencies. Your next question, please.
Raisa Lehman asks, in a few weeks, I'll give birth to my baby girl. Is there any breath work you recommend in preparation of and during labor?
Yes, congratulations to you on this beautiful being coming through. We will talk to you about breath work first, and then we have a message for you from your child. First and foremost, the heart breath sequence is what we recommend for you during your birthing practice. So breathe in through 6 and 5 to 4, and then 3, and then 2, and then 1. And then breathe in through 6 and 5 to 4, 3, 2, and 1 all at once. Repeat this part of the breath work as you are in labor. It will allow your heart to remain connected to the lower energy centers that are in support of bringing forth this beautiful child into the world. If you feel compelled to also breathe in through 6 and 5 to 5, breathe in through 6 to 6, and breathe in through 6 and 5 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and releasing, of course, all of these breath practices to 8, feel free to do so. Just know that it is this sequence that will be most beneficial to you during the next few weeks and as you are birthing. If you have additional questions, you can ask in whatever modality you have to ask your host questions for more clarification. In addition, we highly recommend that you begin, if you have not already, the dialogue with this child who is coming. Understand that this child will be very gender neutral. There will be both a balance of masculine and feminine in this child, and this child requires a name that elicits this type of energy. Be careful and mindful with the name you choose for this child, because this name will shape their future. This name is very important because it will shape their future. In addition, know that this child will require more focus and mindfulness toward creating a pure situation for whatever that means to you in the early years. Keep your child close to your body for a minimum of the first 6 months. Hold your child as much as possible. Nurse your child. Be with your child. Be sure that those loved ones around you are holding this child when you need time to yourself. The first 6 months are the most important, but allow this child to be skin to skin as much as possible. Give this child clean experiences of nurturing in the form of sustenance, meaning breast milk needs to come from a source in your body that is nurtured by clean food and clean water. Eliminate chemicals completely from your diet. Eliminate anything that creates fussiness in your baby as you are nursing. Know that it is important for you to pay attention to her feedback for you. This child will speak to you from her mind to yours. This child can speak to you from her mind to yours so long as you are open to receiving the messages. Listen to her body. Listen to the ways she communicates with you. And if you need to eliminate things from your diet, if you need to change things in your environment, do so based on this child's information given to you through the ways that she will cry, the ways that she will ask for your assistance. You will need to be mindful of how you dress her, the types of fabrics you use, the types of diapers you use. This is what she is saying to us to tell you. She is a sensitive being. The first 6 months and the first year, the first 18 months of her life are crucial for her development into the great purpose she has in her future. You will need to come back and speak to us at another time, either through this channel or through your own meditations for more information about the purpose this child has on your planet. It is an important one, and you are ready for it. You are prepared for it. You are capable. You are capable of handling anything that is needed for this beautiful being's emergence into the world and purpose going forward. Thank you for this question. It is so relevant to the time that is going on your planet right now, to the evolution of your species, and to the experience for all who are parents in this space, listening to these questions, both parents and grandparents, ancestral connections, and evolution of you as individuals in the form of parenting and grandparenting is happening at this time. Know that you are all capable of the roles that you are here for, and now is the time. Your next question, please.
Rasheen asks, what is the meaning of the patterns I see in meditations? Patterns like spirals, something blue and beautiful, being built up and built down, codes, and several diffuse shape formed things that are showed after each other.
Rasheen, you are not alone in this experience. You are simply now seeing the unseen world. These patterns and images that you are seeing are what we see from the fifth dimension. Your 3D world has such special ways of expressing itself. Your human form, the individual plants, animals, inanimate objects, the things that you build. Beneath and within each of the 3D experiences are these patterns that you are perceiving. Your ability to perceive these patterns means that you are also now living partly in 5D. This is the beginning of, if you are not already seeing fifth dimensional beings, you are emerging into that space. As you stand at the doorway between the worlds, with 3D at your back and 5D at your front, you can experience both at the same time, and you are a filter through which you can share these experiences for others. These experiences are meaning that the doorway that you stand in is not something you need to open or close or walk in one direction or the other. You are simply existing in the doorway, and 3D images come from behind you with your breath, and they emerge from the front of you into 5D patterns. Congratulations to you for having these wonderful experiences. Recognize them for what they are, see them for what they are, and then allow them to emerge in every moment, for the auditory component will begin to emerge as well. You are now seeing the visual component. Notice as you are seeing the visual component, listen for auditory components, sense into your body for the physical experience of what they feel like, and you will see that all things exist at the same time. These 5D patterns, your 3D world, the auditory expressions of 3D and 5D, and any physical or sensory perceptions you have of both 3D and 5D. In addition, we highly recommend that you do the breath practice in reverse. Next question, please.
David asks, what are the experiences that we humans call intuition, imagination, and dreams? Are those visions of other dimensions, events on a different timeline, or something else entirely?
This is an excellent question, David. The intuition you experience, dreams that you experience both during your waking and sleeping hours, are part of this timeline that you are in. They are simply a way for the unseen world to assist you in bringing information forth that helps you to make decisions about your ability to connect to brain, heart, and coherence. So if you were to think of, instead of your dreams or your intuition being outside of you in a different timeline or a different dimension, understand that you are within all timelines and within all dimensions. And these dreams are part of your 3D experience now. It is just simply that you have decided to categorize them, meaning all humans categorize intuition as something outside of you. You categorize dreams as outside of you. Instead, they are within you. And as you begin to experience them as part of your infinite reality in every single moment, you will know that it is just information that your being, your soul, whatever you wish to call it, is trying to give you at this time. So, for example, when you place your hand over a fire, you can feel its warmth. If you put your hand closer to the fire, you will feel your skin burn. You are both the fire, the burn, the body, the visual, the sound, and the experience all at once. The same is true of what you are talking about in terms of your intuition and the experience of your dreams. You are in the dream and you are the dreamer. In the dream state, you are awake and you are asleep. What information are you getting from your intuition? Listen to it and allow it to be part of the whole overall experience you are having in the moment. Your next question, please.
Gigi asks, how can I understand what you are? What kind of assistance can you give me to heal my body?
Thank you for your question, Gigi. And we ask that in a future question, you say a little bit more and be a little bit more specific. You already are who we are. You understand who we are, and you know the answer to anything to do with your healing. We know that this is a frustrating response. For us, a general request elicits a general response. So we are going to take a moment to attempt to understand your specific question. Know that it is important for each and every one of you to ask specific questions because it then becomes an empowering experience for you to say, I claim this question for myself. Therefore, the answer I receive from the Blue Healers will be for me. And you can use that information that we give you, the answer to the question, for your own empowerment because it will be encoded with the vibrational frequency that you are requesting from us. So, the general information we have just given to you may not bring you into the rapid alignment with coherence between the brain and the heart that you desire. So, in the next moment, sit down and ask your question in a super specific way. Therefore, the vibrational frequency of the answer will be exactly what you want to empower you for your journey. We are fifth dimensional beings. You ask how you can know us better. To know us better means to know yourself better. And the first step in that is to identify exactly who you are in yourself, what it is you want. A small step toward that is asking specific questions. When you can say to yourself, this is exactly what I wish to know, then you are ready for more specifics about who you are within yourself. You know us already. It is simply for you to relax into the breath practice and allow yourself to feel who we are. This is the easiest way to come to know us. You also can say that your healing process is very vague at this time. The general question that you asked about the fifth dimension assisting you with your healing, we have given you everything you need to know to heal yourself. The challenge for you at this time, and we know that you already know the answer here, and that what we are saying is coming to you at as a thought in your mind where you are saying to yourself, of course you're asking for this from me. Of course I know the answers. Because you do. You just have not taken the opportunity to apply the trust you have in yourself for the individual questions you are asking. And so we will say to you, you have every possibility of healing yourself through the vibrational frequencies of the breath practices we have given you in the past and today. The challenge for you now is to say to yourself, what is in the way? When you focus on your natural breathing, when you ask yourself to focus on your natural breathing and you scan your body, you are giving yourself information for areas of tension that need to be released. Perhaps you will find that these areas of tension relate to memories of your past. Simply gaze into the memory of the past and say, that is very interesting. I now see how this prevents me from asking specific questions to the blue healers. I now see how this memory prevents me from using the breath work to my greatest advantage. Or I now see how this memory prevents me from feeling completely empowered in myself to do the things I need to do to heal myself. It is simply a glance into the past that is required at times when memories are associated with challenges in the physical body, with sensations in the physical body. As you begin to, with love and connection, reflect on the memories of your past, this lifetime or previous lifetimes, or experiences you are having in the present, you will become a little bit more free to sink into and trust yourself a little bit more with your healing practice. Keep doing what you are doing, Gigi. Take it one step further. Allow yourself the freedom to dance in the empowerment process for yourself. Stand firm and tall within yourself and know that we are here as you are emerging. And we are here for when your eyes are capable of seeing us and our voice is heard within your head when you ask the questions on your own. Until then, keep at it. Keep asking us questions. Keep moving forward in this and every act of bravery that you show toward empowering yourself into wellness. We will take the next question, please.
Emily asks, can you tell me what my cat is seeing and feeling when she goes to the same specific spot in my house and watches something flying around the space with speed? Why does she then run away? And why does she keep doing it? Thank you.
Your cat has the ability to see the unseen world. There is a portal in your home in that exact spot that could be closed or released either by you or a healer or a an individual with gifts who can close portals into your home. This portal allows fourth dimensional beings to be in your space temporarily. They will remove energy from your home because they are in need of energy in order to remain in the fourth dimension. Your cat is simultaneously enjoying the play and also not enjoying specific aspects of the experience of the portal. Our recommendation is you close that portal in one way or another. Hire someone to do so if you need a professional, and you will find that if your cat continues to play in that area, it is simply out of memory. Your next question, please.
David asks, can you summarize for us what we should be doing to nourish our 3D bodies, our minds, and our soul while we're in this life? I know you've addressed some of these aspects, but humans like repetition. Thank you.
We are more than happy, David, to repeat any answers that we have given in the past. We understand that the human nature is to require multiple ways of hearing or receiving information. So we are grateful that you continue to ask questions that may have already been answered. We are grateful to offer any wisdom we can for you in assistance with nurturing the 3D body. First and foremost, your body is comprised of a lot of water. So, clean water, for which you as an individual, meaning any of you as individuals who are listening, choose the water that brings the most connection, coherence, and love into your body. Water is an essential component to the wellness of your body. Foods that you eat are important. Know that every individual has a specific need for sustenance in the 3D realm. This does not mean that it is all the same. You will need to identify the foods that nourish and nurture you in the ways that you need to be in your body and exist in your body. There are many factors that contribute to this. For some of you, it is the type of blood you have. For others, it is based on your sensitivities. And for others, it may be based on the need for trauma release. So know that if there is anything that you are consuming that does not bring you joy, meaning you are doing it out of a sense of trying to train your human body into some type of belief or behavior, if there is any tension or restriction around what is placed in front of you and whether or not you choose to eat it based on uh, beliefs and habits that you have in your body, know that there is information for you to make other choices. So, for some of you, you believe that you are saving or protecting your planet by eating in a certain way. That is a restriction. In other words, you should be able to walk down the aisle in your grocery, look at any product, regardless of its origin, and ask yourself if it is something that nurtures you and who you are in that moment. The idea or the feeling may change the very next day. Humans used to exist in this way, where the food that they ate would come from an enormous expression of gratitude because it was difficult to come by. If you are not feeling gratitude toward every experience you are having with food in front of you, change it up a little bit and allow yourself to eat exactly what it is you feel brings you joy in the moment. If that means it is something that you would not normally eat because you have a belief system around it, allow yourself the freedom to experience whatever it is that you want. Do this for several days to several weeks and see how your body changes with what it is asking you to eat in any moment. Exercise is also an important factor for the physical human body. Walking outside where you can breathe fresh air and be in natural sunlight is optimal for a daily practice. Some of you and some of your bodies require more rigorous activity. Again, it is when you are allowing yourself to remain in a state of low vibrational frequency with any exercise you are doing, meaning you are forcing yourself for one reason or another, find another activity that brings you joy. Perhaps it is time to start something new. Aside from food and water and exercise, we recommend that you have at least 10 minutes of sunshine on as much of your body as possible each day. You are in a symbiotic relationship with your planet and with your sun, your solar system, and with your galaxy. So, offering a few moments of beauty in your sunshine per day is a way of expressing your gratitude for all living things around you. Humans require a little bit of sunlight each day for optimal functioning of the physical body. You also are beings who have opportunities for meditative practices or breathing practices. In doing these practices, you are assisting your body in coming into greater coherence. The more you can do of these activities to bring yourself into coherence, the easier it will be for you to exercise, be in the sun, live in the correct place, eat the correct foods, and drink the correct water for your individual bodies. Anytime you are overthinking anything, you are creating tension in your physical body. Simply allow yourselves to, in every moment, through your breath practice, through your meditative practice, to breathe into releasing tension from your body. This will become a model then for releasing tension in every activity you do in your 3D world. Connecting to the unseen world is the final practice we would recommend for you for the optimal experience as a 3D being. And that is allow yourself time to imagine, to dream, to relax, to do nothing. Allow yourself the time and the freedom to just be in your mind or your dream state in your mind, and allow yourself to imagine the beautiful things that you can create in your world. Your imagination is one of your greatest gifts in the human form. Allow it to be something that brings you pleasure. We are complete with questions for today and would like to thank each of you for being here. Bringing joy to your hearts, bringing connection and love and coherence to your hearts is something that we greatly enjoy as well. We will see you again in the next channeling experience, but know that you are welcome to ask us questions at any time. We are always here to bring answers to you, to help you come into a greater experience of love and connection within your hearts.